live on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So around town radio show. Music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Hi, Ceris.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not much. I didn't realize what time it was.
Oh, did I wake you?
No.
No?
I was doing work, though.
Okay.
Is there a setting on here that, like, blurs your face? Because my face looks blurry.
It's just put your hand in front of your camera and then bring it back to your face. It should focus. And we're live, by the way, just in case you didn't know. All right. Did it focus for you?
I just feel like I look blurred, like I have a filter on.
Yeah, every once in a while it does blur out a little.
Because my skin is not this smooth.
Well, you never know. Maybe you're filtering. There are settings for filtering now on the app.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
You can make yourself look good. You can go to your camera settings and make yourself look better than you do. I don't do that, however, because everybody already knows how ugly I am.
Well, I didn't even. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
I found it.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Is that better? All right. Good.
No filter.
All right. Well, say something. I've got one topic that was written in today, and we haven't even talked yet. So I don't know if you've got one at all.
I've got a topic, but it's more so for venues than it is for musicians. So I didn't know.
Let's do them both today. How's that?
Do you guys want to talk about what's happening right here with this?
That's a topic. That looks like something about Mary or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Anybody want to talk about that?
That's a little scary. Did you get caught in something there? It looks like it. Well, you did have you did have Twisted Fate this weekend, right?
That's the hair. That's what we're doing today, guys.
We've gone from Twisted Fate Saturday at your place to Twisted Hair on Tuesday. I love it. That's great. Let's see who's checking in first and foremost today. Let's say hi to some people.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Kara is first up. Ray Renee, where you been, Ray Renee? Send me your
busy,
gigs.
Girl. She's busy.
I know. Send me your gigs, Ray Renee. I want them. Jimmy Kilroy in the house. Kareem. Who else we got? Cody Dench, how are you? And
getting good at being on time.
You are. Well, we weren't on time today. I was in at like 1 minute till the show. She was in at 1 minute after. So
I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm busy trying to get all my taxes together for my accountant.
Yikes.
Yikes. Close.
Hi, Joshua Baker.
Hi, Joshua Baker.
Robert. Roger. Good to see you over the weekend again. It's a wiki. There's the man with the plan.
To see you, Ed, on Saturday.
Kevin Tolles loves the hair.
Thanks.
He does. Hi,
Erica.
My
baby girl, Erica.
I got to see her 2 weekends in a row. That's a bonus for me. I mean, it really is. She's awesome. And Mart, I just love him.
I know.
I do. He's such a good dude.
Probably the two best humans that's ever walked this planet.
No, they really are good people. They
really
are. Yes.
Gina's laughing at my hair.
Gosh, look at all these comments coming in.
Thanks.
How cool. How cool. Yes. Get those taxes done, people. Get them together. Bob Klein in the house.
Long time to get
those. What's up, Bob? Hey, Bob. Sean Cooper's with us, too. The Coop from Milano's. Rick Piper from Rockstar at Rock House, Rockstar.
Hi, Rick.
Steve Short in the house. We're talking grocery store vodka people in the house as well. Matt Anderson, how are you? Thank you for being here. Ryan Schwab.
Ray watching, I'm assuming, from different computers, Matt.
Must be. K Coop. The K Coop is here. I'm trying to turn down that volume. It's good to see you. And yes, Eric, it was wonderful to see you. Hi, Jeffrey. Grocery Store Vodka
Hey,
also in the house. Eric, thank you. Hey, so you've got a topic about venues. I've got a topic about musicians that somebody wrote in, and allow me to let me find that banner, because I always like to throw it up just in case, if I can find it here. Oh, say something, Karis, and to entertain the crowd.
Say something, Karis. Entertain the guests.
That's not it, but it's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them. Uh-oh.
Is everybody coming to Name That Tune trivia tomorrow?
Gosh, I hope.
Get your reservations in. The weather's supposed to be fine tomorrow. It's just
Good.
today.
Good. Bring it. Bring it. There we go. That's what we wanted. This is a viewer submission today and does not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our hosts or sponsors. But I got a message after this weekend's event that you were at and I was at, and I found it interesting. Somebody said, I'd like you to talk about on Hot Topic Tuesday sometime. And I thought, well, why not today? Because we didn't have shit to talk about, pardon my French. Was that we just say, who dresses the musicians now? This guy told me, and it's a gentleman, and I respect his opinion. He says, I go to a lot of festivals and shows, and over the years, it seems to me like stage attire has just gone down the flush toilet. Thought, well, that's a valid point to talk about. He said some of the people really look nice on stage, and he said, I'm not even talking about wearing like the doo-wop bands did. Everybody had the same jacket and the same shirt and all that, but no, he says, some people look on stage like they just don't give a crap about their presence. So I thought, well, we can bring it up.
That's a good one, because there's been quite a few times that people have played on my stage wearing jogging pants or sweatpants.
Or shorts, cargo shorts. Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, I would never do this, but if I could make a rule, like a dress code rule, I don't know what it is, but for me personally, I don't think you should ever, unless you're like going to the grocery store or something like that, I don't think you should ever go out in sweatpants or anything like that. And going to a bar in your pajamas and sweatpants to me is just not.
That's funny you said that.
And then going on stage dressed like that is definitely not my favorite thing.
I was very self-conscious today when I was at the gym this morning, and I went to set up my equipment where I do a show tonight, and I took it there early, and I was wearing sweats and stuff like that, and I thought, man, you look like crap. And I thought that when I was in there, it was like, you look like crap today, and why are you out in public looking like this other than the gym? But yeah, it was just convenient to go from one point to the next point. But I would never get on stage doing a show wearing sweatpants. Now I will say I have worn shorts because I do outside gigs and things. And, you know, I mean, I've heard people say don't ever wear shorts and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, when you're in 100 degree heat, who cares?
Yeah, I don't really.
My attire at Heather's all summer long is shorts and a Hawaiian shirt of some sort. I mean, that's just my little shtick, but it's, yeah. What do you guys out there think about this? Should musicians dress nice to be on stage, or what is nice? I mean,
I don't know, like as musicians, jeans and a t-shirt is fine, in my opinion. Sweatpants is not okay. Anything political is not okay.
You weren't there the other night. You had to go back to the bar and run the bar and do all that. But the girl who closed the show that night, Vanessa, she looked so damn good. And I mean, she wasn't wearing anything outlandish, no flamboyant stuff, but she had this beautiful shirt on and these like gray leathery looking pants and these shoes Ed took pictures of and all that. I mean, she looked classy on stage. And I thought that's the way a front person ought to look a little bit, you know, not looking like you just drug yourself out of bed.
Yeah, I just think it shows just a lack of respect for the whole thing, for your band, for your show, for the venue, for whatever it is. I mean, have a little bit of care in the world. Yeah,
and there's Megan Miller. I want to talk about Megan Miller. Here's somebody who dresses for the stage. She dresses for the stage. She does, though. You know
Scotty, don't you dare wear sweatpants on my stage.
who said that? Scotty Bratcher.
Bratcher.
Yeah, well, I know him well enough to know he'll be wearing a big old belt buckle.
Man, he looks great on stage.
That hat he wears and the belt buckles, I love him. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Fabulous on stage.
Yes, he does. He looks the part, and that's the thing. I think you got to look the part a little bit. I mean, you look at our friends from Sweet Sister Mercy. I mean, I joke with them about they own the Warn Star catalog, but they get on stage, they do a rock show, and they wear rock and roll attire, and it's cool, you know? And I mean, it's not like they're saying, okay, tonight we're wearing the red shirts, guys. I used to be in a country band years ago, and we'd get a message from somebody, and they'd call us and say, you're wearing the red shirts tonight with your jeans and your hat, or the white hats and the red or the blue shirts. And it was like, oh my God, nobody wants to be told how to dress, but at least look appropriate.
I just got to go let my dog in.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So what do y'all think out there? Let us know what you think. I want to hear from you. Hi, Mario. Hi, Kevin. Kevin says shorts are fine. Okay. I know what Bob Klein thinks about shorts. I've heard that one. Forget sweatpants. Let's talk about
full of snow.
How much snow do you have?
It's coming down. I mean, we don't have, you can still see the grass, but Thor is just filled with snow. He likes to be out there.
We have none where I am, and talked to my dad earlier, who's south of Cincinnati, about an hour and 15 minutes south of Lexington in Richmond, and he's got overnight, they had like 8 inches of snow. So.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
We're at maybe, I don't know, like not like half an inch. It's just, it's coming down right now.
Eric, I agree with you too. And Ceris, don't wear political shirts on stage and all that. Don't wear
anything political. Just wear a t-shirt, jeans, and if country, put on your hats, whatever. Don't wear anything political. Don't wear sweatpants. But you see, that goes back to like that. We've talked about this before about bands that, what kind of effort are you going to put into it? What show are you going to put in there? Like it's about it's about the music, the musicians, the showmanship, everything.
I'm going to tell you what kind of showmanship I'm going to put into it. When I start my Run DMC tribute band, I'm wearing sweats. I hope you're ready.
That's fine here.
And a Kango hat. I'm in. I'm in. Me and LL and Run DMC. Make sweats work with my hat now. Scotty Bratcher.
What did he say?
Yeah, and Ed said Vanessa looked very close. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. She looked really good on stage.
Gina always
smoke show.
Like she's
smoke show.
Oh man, that woman is too damn.
I mean, she looked great.
Beautiful. Always beautiful. I love
her wardrobe is really good. Gina's wardrobe. I love the style of it, but it does. It reflects her style and her stage presence. It does. And that's what's cool about it. And it doesn't have to be, like I said, some flamboyant thing where you're out there wearing sequins and crap. You don't have to do that. If you do that, that's great. But if you don't, I mean, it's fine too, but wear something that doesn't look, I guess, so grungy. And I'm going to get hate from the grunge people, but
Jonathan Grooms, he says, when I go see a band, I don't want to see them like they're dressed to go to a ball game. One's appearance is all part of the show. I agree. I totally agree.
I'm trying to find Jonathan's. We got so many comments here. There we go. Yeah. Thanks for being on the YouTube channel, Jonathan, by the way. And guys, don't forget, hit that share button sometime today if you want.
If Tracksuit is like Caffeine is a band that their whole thing is like a tracksuit, but they all wear it. You know what I mean?
It's costuming.
It's costume. That's their thing. Yeah. Like that's what they used to do. And I loved it. I thought that was great. I don't think they do it anymore. But
it's not 5 guys in jeans and t-shirt and one guy wearing his sweatpants and a shirt that looks so wrinkled like it's never been through the laundry.
Yeah.
It may not have. I don't know.
It can be a funny shirt. It can be whatever. Just
There's
don't
Bob.
make it political and don't wear sweatpants.
Yep.
Well, Angela Combs as well. These are just some classy ladies,
Yeah, no, and don't take a dig on what I said about sequins. I just said if you don't want to wear, she had a sequenced outfit on at the Winter Blues experience. It was spectacular. by the way. Angela did. It looked great.
Angela, oh my goodness, when I walked into the room and I saw her, she shined so bright. My goodness, she looked gorgeous. She looked gorgeous.
And some people just radiate cool. They do. I mean, Gina and Angela, and I can go down the list of so many people locally that play on stage and take pride in what they do and dress the part. And then sometimes take crap for it too, for overdressing or whatever. But I don't care. I love Megan Miller's attire on stage. I mean, she looks great on stage. She is a front person, and that's what you want,
She does look good on stage. And I like that, Joshua. He said that they wear funny. Yeah, I heard that you didn't, or you something. I was that you didn't wear your funny T-shirts or something. But yeah, I like the funny T-shirts.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I think that's fine.
And it's kind of a trademark too. I think in some ways. Let's see what Cody Dench has to say here.
I think that's probably gorgeous.
Yeah.
They probably look good. That's awesome.
Well, I think that's what in a roundabout way we're trying to say. Match what you're doing and look the part. I mean, it's
not about nobody wants you to wear a suit or anything like that, but
right.
Don't put the sweatpants on. Don't put I'm not going to say what band it was, but they came in wearing like these old tennis shoes with these track pants with like just a T-shirt with holes in it. They legit looked homeless. Didn't smile once on stage. Great at guitar, but that was it.
And who really wants to see somebody? Let's just take, for instance,
nobody did, because I don't even think they play out anymore.
Somebody comes on stage and wants to play Morgan Wallen and Jelly Roll songs, and you're wearing an Elvis costume. Nobody's going to take you serious, even if you're the best at it. They're going to look at you like, what the hell is this? I mean, so.
Agree, Julie.
And you take a band like the Whammies and people like that, they have kind of a little registered trademark of being flamboyant in their costuming. Naked Karate Girls is another one. That's part of their act. And they can wear whatever the hell they want on stage and come out in it. I mean, I've seen Tim wear the devil costume 1 minute and be in short shorts and lederhosen and things like that another. So,
that's different,
Yeah.
That's part of their whole show.
I'm looking here. Drummer here. Shorts are fine, Matt.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with shorts, honestly. Except, it doesn't look good. I will say this, behind the drums, that's fine. But it doesn't look good on stage when you're front and center wearing your shorts and then high black socks and your New Balance sneakers. That's not a good look for anybody in general. So you might want to just.
Can you run that by me one more time?
Even just the high sock, like as a dude, it's just like, maybe put some pants on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and if you're wearing a pair so tight they're grape smuggling, you probably should think about that a little bit too, depending on where. I've seen that at festivals. I've seen that at festivals outdoor though, and there's a lot of kids and things, and sometimes it just doesn't fly as well as it does in the bar. That
brings up another topic, actually. Why does that keep beeping? That comes another topic is we had an incident at one of our jams, and I didn't make it that day, but I got a lot of calls. Brad, I think I've insulted some people.
I'm looking here. Go ahead.
Not specifically the New Balance. I wear New Balance too. I'm just doing that stereotypical gig.
Those are geezer sneakers.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
All right.
But it was the daughter of somebody who came. Somebody was playing. Plays in a very well-known band, and his daughter came and started playing on stage, and she got hot and just took off her shirt, and she was just in her bra, and she's just very vocal and just very, had a lot of opinions and stuff. And it was just kind of people always feel free to, they always message me and be like, well, shit just got weird at the bar, or stuff like that. And, I'm no prude by any means, but I mean, don't be mouthy and take your clothes off. You better be good at singing, at least have one of them going for you.
Yeah. And Kareem called it a uniform. I think that's right. And then also Rick said even grunge bands match. They did. I mean, the flannels, the stuff that they wore was a trademark kind of those bands. So it's really the people that just looked unkept to me. I mean, can I just say dirty? I mean, they look dirty.
Yeah, they do look dirty. I know.
I mean,
exactly
it's like somebody who hasn't bathed in a month or something. I don't want to be near those people. They smell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take a bath. Can I say that? But I'll get haters too. I'm trying to get through all these comments, but it's a lot. So that, if you have an opinion on that, please drop it in there on what you think. Does it even matter?
Kara, that's a really good topic. I don't know if it's for today, and I'd love to save that for another show because it's a great topic.
I'll get there in a minute. Man, you all are vocal today. It must be quiet in your house. That. I like that too. Steve Short says Gina looks and sounds even better. Can make a burlap sack look like cashmere sweater. Amen to that. Yes.
Yeah, Gina. On Saturday, I was messaging her about times, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I was in the shower." And I said, "Yeah, well, don't ever want to be the stinky one."
Carla, thank you. And I wear those tees to represent the bands on the show. I mean, I do. They send me these T-shirts. I'm going to wear them. And I got to thank our friends from Sweet Sister Mercy just sent me one in the mail today or yesterday. And I'll be wearing that one too on the show this week. But nice folks that do that and like to be repped. What's up, James Banks? Where are all these comments you're talking about?
Part of your outfit that's different. This was just like a whole scene where if you have your sparkly thing, that's part of the, I don't have an issue with that. It's part of your whole thing, but it's different when you're making a whole scene and you just take off your shirt randomly and start complaining that it's so hot and you're just trying to show everybody your tits and shit. That's just classless, man.
Yeah, I agree.
But
then there's another side of it. There's Miss Jackie who wears flamboyant attire and looks great at it.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's part of her look. Like, she looks great. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's the people that, like this is different. This isn't part of her look. This was just her trying to.
By the way, not to change the subject, but did you see the video of Miss Jackie at Laurie's Roadhouse doing Fleetwood Mac? Oh my God. Oh, her and the whole band, but her Chase, man, what a combo. Nice. It was so good. Let me get to Kara's comment because you mentioned it earlier. What did she say? Her band with not the best vocals, but their instrumentals were really good. And in their set list, playing songs showcase talent. That is a good one. I'll make sure I copy that one down. We can remember that one for another day.
That is a good one. And it goes, it's interesting because they're clearly, that sounds like they're pretty self-aware that their lead singer is not the strongest. And, so that's a great topic. I look forward to talking about that actually.
That's really good. It is. Well, we've talked about this one today. So let's go on to yours that you had. You have another one that you wanted to throw in there real quick.
Well, I mean, they're still really going on this one. So I would,
I wanted to hear what you had to say, man. You've got me waiting, like tensely waiting. Let me see where we're at here.
Okay. Well, it is tits and shit. We've had a lot of issues. Like, here's the reality for venues right now. There's not nearly as much drinking as there was once, where there once was. I don't know if it's because since, like, we've noticed, since weed's become legal, people just aren't drinking as much. There's been a ton of reports about it. There was a Good Morning America report, like they did a whole thing on that. It's a fact now. There's just not a lot of drinking. So, a lot of us venues, we may be packed. Sorry, that was one of my dogs. May be packed, but our numbers are not where they used to be, and that's, I think, the reality of what's happening as we see a lot of places just sort of slowly closing their doors. What makes matters worse is, and this past Saturday, it was a great night Saturday. This is not what happened on Saturday, but what worse is we found bottles of or those like tall boys of beers that people just brought in, little Jello shots, all of this stuff because they didn't want to buy beers at the bar. And I got to tell you, as a venue owner, there's nothing that irks me more. like bringing your own booze to a bar is just, and they're hiding it, you know, they're hiding it in their clothes, they're hiding in the purses, and you don't want to be that place that has to look into people's purses. But first of all, that's against our license. Second of all, it's super disrespectful, and fuck you.
Jesus. All right. Tune in maybe next week, folks, if we're still on the air. We appreciate it. I didn't have my sensor beep ready. I need to find it with you today. But Ceris, sometimes, I don't know. You're killing me, Smalls. You are. Yeah,
it's illegal. I mean, we're the ones that could get in trouble.
There it is. I found it. All right. Thank you, Joshua Baker, for that. And Cody, we've covered that topic earlier in the year, actually, or last year. But it's a great one to talk about. Should bands wear their own merch on stage? That's a whole nother day and another time. I also want to talk to Angela here. Angela, thank you. Yeah, you have to protect your brand. And, you follow Britches Down. I know you're with them a lot. And you're part of that family, and they have a good brand. They have a brand that is, what their genre is, what they're playing. It's really good, and their attire shows it. And nobody in that band is classless when it comes to their attire, and I like that. What's Jamie got to say here? Oh, sorry, what's the topic? You're here now and asking what it is? What is this, 26 minutes in, Jamie? Fire her, Ceris. Will you please? Fire
Jamie,
her.
step into my office. You're fired.
Yes. Yes. The dawn of bar owners. You're fired. No, Jamie, you're not fired. We love Jamie. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing? Thanks for being here. I mean, yeah, and Rebecca knows me from way back when. And, we used to wear satin pants and silk shirts and platform shoes in the disco days. And I mean, that was a uniform for the DJs. You had to look like John Travolta, kind of, that's what everybody wanted. You probably like to see pictures, but.
Kara, she said, what is a way for people to support B&B? I don't really drink either. That's why we have like a whole list, and we're continually updating it, of mocktails. So 0 alcohol. We also have a whole bunch of the THC canned drinks. So no alcohol, just the THC. We also have non-alcoholic beer. So we're providing multitudes of different options. It's not to cater to the people that aren't drinking. And even I don't even care if you come in and you just order a pop. That doesn't bother me. It's when people come in and
sneak their alcohol in.
Sneak their alcohol. A, that's illegal. B,
bullshit.
That's just so freaking rude, dude.
This
is our livelihood. That's literally all we sell.
Be safe, Cody. Cody's a fireman too, so he's heading out.
Be safe, Cody.
Yeah. Bill Marks says floral is amazing. Thank you. Ray Renee says, I love the new watermelon THC drinks.
I heard that was a really good one. I got to update our new menu. Yeah,
that's awesome. And that's been a problem, Ceris, as you're talking about people bringing their own alcohol into bars, the little airplane bottles, things like that, sneaking them in. I won't say I've never done that. I've been known on a St. Patty's Day or two to have a flask in my pocket, but it was only so me and my buddies could share a shot at one time of something when they're charging, $12 for a shot of Jameson, that kind of thing. And I've probably done that in my older days, but I don't agree with it when you come into a bar and you bring your own alcohol and then act like it's almost a right to do it. I mean, yes. Especially if they're with the band.
And here's the thing. Well, when you're with the band, that's probably the last time the band's going to be playing. Because if their bands condone, we had that issue last year. I remember when we talked about it. I no longer book the band, but because if they were involved, they knew about it. But that's part of the problem. We don't charge an arm and a leg for our booze. It's not like we're one of those people that are charging $12 for a shot.
Right. Exactly.
I don't do that, but it's not, I don't know, but it's, you got Brian Peters. You shut your mouth.
Kevin Toll says he drinks bourbon and don't mind buying. I don't mind buying it either.
I don't mind you buying it either, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't.
But we've got Jose. We can make Bahama Mamas.
what's he say? Do I get free non-alcoholic drinks if
I know how much those
wear white New Balance? You wear white New Balance, we're going to call you a geezer and send you to the home, Brad Hopper. We are. You're going to the nursing home, my friend. Yes, we haul a lot of gear, can haul liquor eaters, I think Quentin said. Yeah, I mean, what a joke that people would do that. I mean, bring that into the bar and so on. So
it's just damning, like it and it's happening. And I mean, I don't know. It happens a lot and it drives me crazy. It's just so disrespectful.
Well, you know, it's also where people haven't stopped for a minute, Ceris, to think in their head, how does this bar pay for the band? You know, how are they paying for the band, and how are they paying for the lights and the TVs and the staff? That's literally
how we pay our bills. It's not like it's like we sell booze, and we sell cars, and we sell this. That's literally all that we're selling. You know, that's part of the reason why we started charging cover, because we just couldn't afford it. You know, or you know, like, it's not cheap to run this business. And like I said, nowadays, yeah, we look busy. We are busy. We are busy, but there's not as much drinking, like, at all. And you know, I just don't think people care enough. And it's not the people watching this. It's not that, I mean, that's the thing. We're not going to reach anybody who's actually like watching this or like caring, you know, because they don't care. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I just wish those people took 1 second to be like, you know what? I've noticed like 25 bars closed in the last month. Maybe we shouldn't bring in our own booze. Maybe it wouldn't kill us to spend $3.50 on a beer.
No, it wouldn't. And, you know, I've always said, too, consider what you pay if you go out to a movie or you do, you know, you go out to dinner, you're paying all kinds of money. And why wouldn't you pay it if you came in the bar who's a business providing you entertainment? I mean, that's why you're there, you know? And
yeah,
it's just,
like tonight, Bill Marks with his trivia, we've got $2 PBRs and $3 Jameson. I mean, we don't charge a lot, you know? And we always have $2 PBRs.
And, you know, Ceris, you brought that up a minute ago. You said something about, you know, the folks, it's just different now. It's people aren't buying as much alcohol when they're out and all that. And I can tell you from my old bar days, I never would have even remotely even thought anybody would ever come up with something like Dry January. You know, I mean, and then it's like everybody bandwagons onto stuff like that. And you're like, okay, so now these venues that are teetering on the edge some days, we're going to kill them for a month too. You know,
a friend of mine owns a brewery, it's a very successful brewery, but this dry January usually affects them a great deal. But this one was even worse, to the point that he worked almost all of the bar shifts, because he couldn't afford, there was no money. People were not, the staff was working somewhere else to actually make money. Like, they just couldn't afford it. I know another friend who's owned a bar for 26, 27 years or something like that. And he said right now, not just Dry January, unfortunately, for the last year or so, he's bartending. Like, he's 60 years old and he's bartending his bar because it's so, like, people just aren't drinking. Like, it's not there. Like, this is no joke. You know, it's happening. So if you have a friend who knows a friend that brings in their own booze, just maybe tell them don't. Just don't.
Yeah. And Bob says younger people don't drink anywhere near what they used to. They don't. Mostly weed and pills.
And this is not me dissing or disrespecting my loyal regulars and friends that come in. This has nothing to do with you guys, because it's like I said, it's nobody that's watching this. I really don't believe it is. I believe, it's always the people that cause the problems are the ones that are never involved in anything anyways. And what the issue is. It's just the ones that, it's
and Brad, I want to address Brad's here because we covered that in a previous show, but especially Facebook posting as a loose cannon or somebody out there that's considered to not be appropriate has cost a lot of musicians their gigs with bands and that over the years. And we had that come up one day on the show. We talked about it at length, and it was very interesting to hear the take from a lot of people saying they don't. And it was really when the political thing was going on and all that as well.
Well,
That, and you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. And if you want to put stuff on your social media, that's your freedom of speech. But just think of the end result.
My question to these bands that are doing this, because I've had to unfollow and mute so many people because I'm sick and tired of the political posts. I'm sick and tired of it.
Me
I'm
too.
sick and tired of the name bashing, the name this, and they all think that they're funny, or they all think that they're right, and they all think this. When I don't give a shit what side you are, you sound ridiculous, and I'm tired of it. So my question to you, and I don't know really who's doing, because I've quite literally anybody that even makes a political joke that them and their tyrants think are so funny, I just mute. I just can't deal with it anymore. It's depressing to see. So my question to the people, and there are some people that I know that do watch this show, and are these people that do make political posts. Have you discussed it with the other band members if they're okay with you making those political posts?
I agree 100%.
Because I saw there was somebody who made a political post. This other person who's obviously on the other side screenshotted a message. They both unfollow each other or whatever, and then completely blasted this person and what band they play in. And they had about 75 comments of, yep, I won't be going to seeing that band ever again. Like, completely put their names out there and bashed them, and made sure, because I don't know what they get out of that, but made sure that nobody was going to go see this band again. So not only did you hurt, not just to fill your ego, so that way you could look like some hero for your side, your political side, you decide to bash another band because they don't agree with you, even if they're saying shitty things. You did this. Then you also, by doing that, ruined chances for the rest of the band that they don't even know. Maybe they don't even know or agree with what the posts are happening. Then yes, they need to discuss that. But you've also now affected the venues that have booked those. So my question is, does the band know, for the bands that are doing this, does the rest of the band know that you're making these posts, and do they care? And to the people that are bashing these bands, do you care so much that this person disagrees with your views so much that you're willing to ruin it for the rest of the people involved? Just a question.
Brian Peters, that is an excellent thing, because I've been to both of those shows, and Aaron Lewis is the most political individual. He's right up there with Ted Nugent on the political side by himself. But when he's with Stained, he not one time ever got political on stage, because that's a band and it affects what everybody else does. If you don't want to come see an Aaron Lewis solo show, you can choose not to. And he's okay with that by saying what he's saying. But when you're talking trash and your band is involved, then they all have to equally agree with what you're doing. And I'm with Ceris on this 100%. And we've talked about political, we've talked about all the things, but even just bashing a venue online is wrong. And I mean, you look at the incident we talked about not too long ago with somebody sending you crappy messages about getting booked and all that. The band had no idea. There was there might've been one other person in the band that knew that was going on, but I will tell you, that band fully had no idea of the extent of what that was.
And I get it. And that's why I offered them the screenshots. And, there was oh man, I have another topic too that we can come back to, because we're covering like 17 different topics.
I know, and we're out of time. So.
Oh, sorry. But on the dark humor, it depends on the dark humor, because you never know who you're going to offend, right, Brad? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't tend to I think there's a line. There's certain jokes that maybe are not appropriate, when it comes to maybe children or, stuff like that, you might want to stay away from. But, you're gonna hurt some people. I'm sure you're gonna bother some people. I think it just depends.
I'll take dark humor over hatred and keyboard warrioring people online. The minute I see somebody trash talking somebody online on their post just for the reactions, I'm done with them. I'm doing the same thing you are. They're either snoozed or out of here.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
Some of them are my friends. Some of them are my friends. Yeah. But I can't.
Got enough shit in my life. I don't need it. Yeah. I don't need it at all. And it's boy, what a show today.
Man, I got heated. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm tired
No,
of it. I'm
I am
tired of
too.
people just thinking of themselves. And imagine being so like, imagine like when you put it in like layman terms, like really simplistic, you are willing to destroy an entire band's reputation, venue's ability to get busy, all because somebody disagreed with you politically. I mean, how
And,
pathetic does that make you?
We've both said on this show, we have our own opinions. We keep them to ourselves. We don't post them on our social media. And I don't judge other people for having other opinions other than mine or other views. It's the way of the world. It's been that way for hundreds of years, and nobody's above anybody else is my thing. And I think so many people get up on this pedestal because you can type something online and stand back there and not get punched in the freaking mouth for saying it because you're hiding behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
There's a whole different world.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's just me.
I remain my professionalism when I'm there, because a lot of these people that are doing this come in, not a lot, there's only a couple that are doing it, and they come into the bar and I smile and I maintain my professionalism. But man, catch me 10 years ago. No.
It'd been ugly.
Would have been ugly.
UGLY, ugly. It would have been.
You just let's start enjoying freaking life again. Let's just be kind to each other. Honestly, let's just stop. Let's try to help people instead of hurt them, like purposely hurting people. I don't even understand that. Ugh.
I'm ready to, make people kind again. That's what I want. Let's be kind to one. I mean, if you didn't like Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, people liked her or hated her, but she ended every show with "be kind to one another." I mean, think about that. That's a simple term that we could easily do if we were smart.
Let's just be kind to one another, kind to animals. Let's just be kind and let the crazies work themselves out.
I love Charmin. Thank you for that. That's a great statement. No one that she knows is going to sit down with Trump or Biden or any of those guys for dinner. So why get so ugly over it?
Exactly, Charmin. Exactly.
That's the quote of the day, Charmin.
That is the comment of the day.
Thank you, Charmin. She's been sitting back waiting to just post that and tell us all what she thinks. I love Charmin.
Brilliant human.
I do.
I love it.
And Gina says it's gross. It is gross.
About you. Just stop.
It's freaking gross, and stop it. So we're done. Let's be done. We're going to end on that note, right? What's going on at the bar this week?
All right. Today we've got Bill Marks we've got his trivia. Lots of prizes to be won. Plus, like I said, $2 PBRs, $3 Jamesons tomorrow. Name that tune trivia with you, sir, Mr. Scott Hall. Lots of prizes for that. Get your reservations in. That's going to be fun. On Thursday, we jam. We have our weekly jam session. On Friday, we have
who?
The Billy Rock Band.
Thank you.
On Friday, the 14th, because I was trying to think of which one was the 14th. The 14th.
Love those guys.
And then on Saturday, Matt Waters is taking the stage. Yeah, he's that's an incredible band, guys. Honestly, they're both incredible. It's a weekend of love or not love,
And I've got a gig, and I won't be able to be there. I love Matt Waters. He was on my show one day. Wonderful.
We have our
didn't mean to cut you off.
Our Bloody Mary bar. But then after that, guys, I suggest we all head down to the Ken Anderson's Alliance, the autism benefits.
Rocking with Ken Anderson.
That's why I stopped myself.
Yes.
Rocking with Ken Anderson
Yes.
At Lori's Roadhouse. Lots of opportunities to bid on things, raise money. It all goes to a really good cause. They got incredible bands. Let's all support that.
Yeah, we're talking some great bands. The Whammies, Don't Tell Steve, Deviate, Paisley Kane. Really good bands, along with the Ken Anderson band, which you want to see from his alliance, which is all the folks who have developmental disabilities, and they're fantastic. Yeah. So I'll be there. Let me throw my crap at you real quick. Tonight at the Miamisburg Moose, I'm hosting trivia. Nice. Tomorrow night, Bell and the Bear, with the second to last for the season, Name That Tune. So get out there if you can, folks. And then Saturday, I am doing Valentine's trivia after the big Valentine's Day dinner at the Springboro Eagles Club. Nice. We're going to have a little love in the house. And then Sunday, I'm the MC and host for the KAA Rockin' event at Lori's Roadhouse. Noon on the VIP, 1 o'clock on the Music Start, all the way till 6. So join us for that, please. That's all I got.
That's all, guys. Thanks for being awesome humans. Please be kind to people and to animals. Can we please all be kind to animals too?
Bob Klein, I love you, man. Now that we got that off our chest, yes, that is good. And I agree, Ceris, be kind to animals.
Be safe.
Well.
And wear those New Balances with pride, men.
I may put my geezer sneaks on and go to trivia tonight. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, let's get out of here. You out too? Say bye to everybody, will you? Say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in tomorrow, where my guest for Wednesday with the Band at noon will be the one and only Ken Anderson, Bengals Hall of Famer. And we'd love to have you join us. We'll talk about the event tomorrow at noon right here.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face.
Episode 95 today, Ceris. 95. We're approaching that big 100 mark.
Everybody, for the 100th episode, we're all dressing like golden girls.
Wow. I'm trying to think of what I could do. I dressed like Jim Cuesto once, so that is all right. He looked like a golden girl. Yeah.
He wears New Balance.
I know, and I bought a pair at the thrift store just to wear for that day. He does. Geezer sneaks they are.
Geezer sneaks. Yes, you can, James. You can get a grandma.
Only if you can do the shuffle like her. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Noon tomorrow, right here. Thursday at 5. Who's Playing Out? Brought to you by Heather's in Sprinkleboro Radio Show.